Hi. Today we're going to talk about polar animals. What better time than now to talk about that when it's been super cold out? So let's read a little bit. What is the polar region? A polar region is a very cold place for most of the year. Thick snow and ice cover the ground. Oceans freeze and fierce winds blow. The Arctic and Antarctic are polar regions. The Arctic is home to many amazing creatures, like all polar animals. Their bodies are built for living in the cold. Okay? Brr. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. Whales, seals, and seabirds are the only large animals that can live there. Some polar animals live on pack ice, large areas of sea ice floating in the ocean. Could you imagine that? Living on a piece of ice floating in the ocean? That's crazy. Arctic land is called tundra. Caribou and other animals gobble up plants that grow here in the short summer. All right. Now let's read a little bit about the beluga whale. Okay, so this is a beluga whale. The beluga whale swims in the icy Arctic Ocean. Belugas eat fish and other creatures that live in the water. A beluga lives in a group called a pod. The whales in the pod talk to each other using sounds such as chirps, whistles, and squeals. A beluga breathes through a hole on the top of its head. Belugas poke their heads out of the water to get air. Blubber, a thick layer of fat under the beluga's skin, works like a warm blanket to keep out the cold. As a baby beluga gets older, its gray skin will turn white like its parents. That's neat. Okay, and let's check out one more animal. Let's talk about the polar bear. Okay. The polar bear is a powerful hunter. Polar bears prowl over pack ice and swim in the ocean hunting for seals. Must be cold in the ocean. Oh my goodness. Polar bear cubs are born in a snow den. When they are old enough, their mother teaches them how to hunt and stay safe. A hungry polar bear waits by a breathing hole. When a seal comes up for air, the bear pounces. Oh, the poor seal. A layer of blubber under the polar bear's skin keeps it warm in ice-cold water. Splish splash. Polar bears can run very fast. Fur on the bottoms of their feet, bottoms of each paw, keep them from slipping. That's super cool. I guess that's kind of like those socks that have the little plastic on the bottom so that you don't slip. And they also have those on like those pajamas that you wear that are super comfy that have the feet on them. Okay, so now that we know a little bit about polar animals, I have my assistant here, Clover. Where are you? Say hey! We are going to do a fun experiment. So in the book, it talked about blubber, and blubber acts as a blanket to keep their bodies warm. Yeah. Okay, so Clover has a glove on already to keep her hand clean. And what we have here is we have a bowl of water that we put some ice in before we started so that it could get nice and cold.
And nice and hot.
And so Clover was concerned when I told her that we were going to do this. She said, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want my hand to turn into a popsicle. But I won't let that happen to you.
What are you doing with that?
I'm going to put a glove on too because I want to keep my hands. Stop it. I want to keep my hands from getting dirty because we're going to do something cool.
Mom,
all right.
Mom. This is a good idea when I get older.
Oh, you want to wear gloves when you get older? Okay, so for this experiment, all you need is a glove and some of this is shortening or Crisco. And one hand of Clover's does not have a glove on. Okay, so this one's just gonna go as it is. And this one, we are going to cover in Crisco. So the Crisco is going to act as blubber. So like polar bears and beluga whales, they have blubber to keep them warm, right? Because what does it act like? It acts like a warm blanket, okay? So we're gonna put this all over Clover's hand. Don't move your fingers, okay? You gotta keep them like that. Okay. All right. Nope, don't touch it, okay?
Your turn.
Nope, I'm gonna put it all over this hand.
One for you.
Okay. Clover is wondering why I'm not putting it on myself, but because we only had this much and we got to cover your hand. Okay, so first we're gonna have Clover put her hand. Clover, put your other hand that doesn't have the glove on it in the water. Put it in the water. Okay, put it in all the way in. Burr, is it cold?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's put your hand that's covered in blubber in the water and you tell me if it keeps your hand warm.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do you think? Do you think you could keep your hand in the water for a long time and it would stay warm? Yeah? So that's a fun experiment that you can do at home. It'll teach you how the animal's blubber works to keep the animals cold when they're swimming in the frozen water. Hope that you enjoyed our experiment, and we will see you soon. Bye.